What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name is Michael Roman, aka Allfire. So we got this huge update about Tom Holland's Spider-Man and what's going on with Avengers Doomsday, his film, and Secret Wars. And some fans seem really shocked by the fact that it's now being confirmed by multiple sources, including trusted industry insider Daniel RPK, that Tom Holland will not be in Avengers Doomsday. Now, there's some other details that came out alongside it, and we're going to talk about those in this video, but I've definitely seen a lot of wonderment that borderlines on disappointment, fans really expecting him to be a part of the film and wondering why he's not. Well, the reason here is actually really simple, simpler than anybody's making it out to be, and while it has a lot to do with what's going on and timelines, quote unquote, it's timelines outside of the MCU rather than in them. We're breaking it all down, the real reason Tom Holland's Spider-Man won't be in Avengers Doomsday. But first, I want to tell you guys about an opportunity to meet me, say hi, and check out my band. We just announced a brand new Allfire show on November 15th, just over a month away, in Tampa, Florida at Dunedin Brewery's Moon Tower. So if you're in the greater Tampa or Orlando area, if you want to come by and say hi and check us out, tickets are extremely limited. I'll leave a link down in the description and the comments. Again, I'd love to meet you guys when we're out playing live shows. Doors are open at 7:30. I'll be hanging out at the venue. Come by, say hi, check out the band. It's a great time. And again, tickets are cheap, only $15, but extremely limited. So grab your tickets early and I'll see you in Tampa on November 15th. Link in the description and comments. Okay, so this is the latest according to industry insider Daniel Rickman. You guys can follow him over on Twitter at DanielRPK and RPK News. He also has a ton of different platforms he puts scoops out on. This was via his Patreon last night, where he said, quote, "Currently, Tom Holland is not in Avengers Doomsday, but he's expected to have a huge role in Secret Wars." He then added, "I do hope they change their minds and include him in the reshoots, but as of now, he's not in the movie." Okay, so the first thing I would say is that for any fans that are disappointed, Marvel Studios still has a ton of principal photography to shoot for Avengers Doomsday. That's why Daniel RPK put it in there that, hey, they may pivot for a narrative reason. He may work his way into the film. I think it's unlikely, and for now, the story is going to stand. But don't be disappointed. We probably should have seen this coming. Look, for months leading up to this year's production schedule, it was rumored that Tom Holland wasn't going to be able to film Spider-Man Brand New Day, The Odyssey, and Avengers Doomsday, and that ultimately, he was going to have to sit Avengers Doomsday out. For a while, the scoopers were saying that the films would actually run concurrently in the MCU, but either way, the redemption here is that he will be a part of Secret Wars, because of course he, like everybody else who survives, will go into the void and be a part of Battleworld. And at that point, whoever does or doesn't know who Peter Parker is will probably be irrelevant, because everybody's memory will be wiped and it'll be as if they were in Battleworld the entire time. That said, we should have seen this coming for a much simpler reason. And as I alluded to sort of in a joke in the prologue, it has to do with timelines, but not the timeline, the sacred timeline, the timelines outside with production for these films. They were still working on, and presumably are still working on, Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, meaning certain details for how the film was going to go were in complete flux. Then you add in the scheduling nightmare of Tom Holland already doing Odyssey and Spider-Man Brand New Day, and the fact that the same thing is happening with the Spider-Man Brand New Day script, movie by committee, them plussing it, as Kevin Feige likes to say. Things can certainly change, and when you have one script trying to lead into another, like Doomsday leads into Avengers Secret Wars, the more elements that you have that haven't been set in place, say like Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four, leaving all of those characters in a specific spot, the more you add to that, the harder it becomes. And because Spider-Man Brand New Day was going through the exact same process and still is that Doomsday was, the easiest solution for both is to omit that character from the movie. That's why Spider-Man being in Doomsday was going to be tenuous at best, especially add on the fact that he's a basic unknown as Peter Parker. And as we talked about in yesterday's video, of course, they'd remember that Spider-Man was a part of Avengers Endgame, just not that he's Peter Parker. And since Yelena Belova has already been confirmed to be in this film, probably fighting against whatever's going on in New York, again, because the new Avengers are in New York, and it's also being reported now for the post-credit scene that Sam Wilson may approach Spider-Man and ask him to be a part of their Avengers squad. Reportedly, he's going to turn them both down. So if this movie is happening before Avengers Doomsday takes place, which is probably the case since Yelena Belova is in it, and he turns down both Avengers teams, that's why he won't be around for the film when the events transpire. That's why we should have known he wasn't going to be in it. And I am going to take this opportunity to point something out, because every time we get another huge debunk about a certain actor or character not being in Avengers Doomsday, I have to point to that merch bag that we covered here at the channel and remind you guys that all of those embroidered portraits are one-to-one with the chair casting announcements. Every character that was announced was on there, no extra characters. Will there be some cameos? Of course, but since Tom Holland, say Wolverine or Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds has confirmed he wasn't on set for Doomsday. Of course, he could have just gone to a studio in LA. We'll leave that speculation to the side. But really, it all paints a picture that we should temper our expectations for another huge casting announcement or any of these extra characters that haven't been announced. The Scarlet Witch, Wolverine, Deadpool, they're probably not going to be in it. The main players are the ones that have been announced, and for the characters that weren't, well, they're going to be sitting on the bench until Avengers Secret Wars. But look at it this way, and this is why you shouldn't be disappointed. When Battleworld is finally created at the end of Doomsday, and I don't think it's us going out on a limb to say that's probably what's going to happen, in that new Battleworld, the Russos can really create whatever they want for that 3-hour movie. It can be a complete reset in a way before the reset of the MCU, so that they can have whatever kind of film that they want with Secret Wars, which is what we all want in the first place. And I think, yes, Doomsday may have some growing pains trying to take what's already happened in the Multiverse Saga, fuse it with what they want to do from the Infinity Saga and the introduction of this Doctor Doom looking like Tony Stark. There's going to be some retreading and rehashing of the storyline, some omission of characters that probably should have been a part of, or at least some dead storylines that maybe said they were going to go somewhere or set some characters up in post-credit scenes and they just don't come to pass. Yes, that's going to happen. But as long as they get through that relatively unscathed and Doomsday is entertaining and makes sense, then it sets them up to do whatever they want in Avengers Secret Wars, and that's where I expect a lot of the characters who won't be in Doomsday, say like Wolverine, Deadpool, Spider-Man, maybe even Scarlet Witch, they may find a place in Secret Wars. Guys, let me know all your thoughts though down below. Were you one of the people who were disappointed about the fact that Tom Holland's not going to be a part of the film? Are you cool with the squad that you got and not getting an additional casting announcement if Doomsday just rolls with the players we already know? I'm all ears as always. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. We are still giving away PlayStation 5s at the channel. The next one is for Wonder Man. All you got to do, be a sub, leave a comment. Make sure to hit that notification bell to keep up with the videos. And of course, if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at IamFires. Find me on all platforms with original music under the name Allfires. And again, if you're in the Tampa area, November 15th at the Moon Tower at Dunedin Brewery. Tickets are cheap. There's a link down in the description. And again, I will be hanging out for a casual meet and greet when doors open right at 7:30. We'll probably hit the stage after the opener around 9 o'clock, so it won't be a terribly late night. And I know if you're my age, that's definitely a concern. Otherwise, I will see you guys there or somewhere else across the USA next year as we continue to expand our tour dates. In the meantime, thanks for checking out the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.